into the maze and would have to step on this gold pressure plate to get an item from the dispenser. Sounds straightforward enough, so I started the game. And nothing. I didn't get teleported, so I thought maybe the portal section had opened since it was the only other marked thing in the room. But as I arrived, I noticed something. A zombified piglin. I checked and I actually couldn't enter the maze. This meant I would need to somehow make this zombified piglin complete the maze in 5 minutes. If this item despawned before the piglin stepped on the pressure plate, I would lose. So I quickly tried to figure out how to lure the piglin. I tried throwing gold on the ground, but that didn't work at all. I checked my inventory and nothing seemed to be of any use until I realized. Turtle eggs. Previously I couldn't use the turtle eggs because they would break when I tried to remove them, but this time I had a silk touch nugget from the hopper. So I placed the turtle egg on the bedrock, but nothing happened. It was over. The zombified piglin straight up walked in the opposite direction. I was going to lose, the item was going to despawn. But then, by some miracle, its AI realized there was a turtle egg in its range and it immediately turned to track the egg. This was perfect. Using the turtle eggs, I began leading the zombified piglin down the maze, but I couldn't celebrate just yet. I had 4 minutes to solve this maze before I lost forever. What made things worse is that I didn't know the right way to do the maze and I could be going the completely wrong direction. Luckily, I scouted ahead and this seemed to be the correct route, so I began strategically leading the pigmen through the twists and turns of the maze. And with barely 30 seconds left, I completed the maze. A piece of concrete was dispensed from the dropper, and after gathering the turtle eggs, I pillared to the exit and escaped the room, managing to snag another turtle egg along the way. When I entered this room, the first thing I noticed was the massive wall of lava in the back. Behind me there was another gold nugget, and in the corners of the room there were 2 target blocks that I had to activate with my arrow. Problem is, I only have 1 arrow and no way to even shoot it, so I dropped down and collected the carpet right below me. In the corner of the room there was a crafting table and a furnace, but I didn't really have any use for them just yet. To escape, I needed 3 blocks, but currently I had 0. I was definitely either missing some items or a crafting recipe, but where on earth would items be hidden in this room? Of course, behind the lava. The lava itself was sectioned off with barriers, but in between the rows of barriers there were gaps that I could reach through. On the first row I found a hopper with 2 glowstone, and now I could make a glowstone block. That's 1 down, 2 to go. After a bit more searching, I also found a stone cutter, but there was nothing I could carve. And then finally in the 3rd row of the barriers, I found my last hopper which had a bow in it. Now I could